Who do we got? We got Jace. We got Nathan Moore. Give me 1 second, guys. Gonna bring up the desktop. And then we'll see who's here. Amanda is here. She says, I'm watching you. Jason's here. Says Amanda. 1 second, guys. I'll be good to go. It occurred to me that I don't have ads on. That might be good news for some of you guys. However, no ads don't pay the bills. There we go. All right, let me dive in here. Toy Pups is here. Hey, Toy Pups. Hey, Michael. Michael, how do you feel about your live stream yesterday? Nathan Moore says, oui, mon ami. And that's all I get. Stephen Lafayette. The Lancelot of the Revolutionary set. I came from afar just to say bonjour to the kind Stroy. Who's the best? Sismoy. Does that mean you are? You are the best? You are the best, my friend. Nathan Moore says hello. How is everyone today? Nathan, we're doing good. How are you? Does it start in 8 to 7 minutes? I'm sorry. I apologize. It should have started 4 or 5 minutes ago. I was doing my own breath work. Wanted to get it in before the live stream. Very often I do it right after my yoga practice, but man, it was such a beautiful morning. I wanted to get out and take my walk, my second walk for the day. So I just rearranged things a bit. Nathan says, okay, it's Kessin Sue, and it says he's new. You are new, my friend, but welcome. Hey, Jamie. Jamie says, welcome to Nathan. Nathan, are you French? Let's bring up your channel. Well, first off, before I do anything, I'm going to subscribe to you, my friend. No particular reason, just because I want to. I like your introduction. I like your about. I got many pets. I like that. Anyone who's got many pets is a friend of mine. She says, always bang on time. I try. I'm not always successful, but I try. I'm watching you with these eyes. She says, always yogi time. Mill. Tanya says, hey, Yogi, as played it here. Awesome. Thank you. Amanda was singing your song, Eric. Was she? Where was she singing my song at? Yogi time. Yogi time. Yogi time. Mill. It has a certain poetic wing to it, you know? You gotta love it. Just send some love to Tandra and to Mumsy and Michael. Nathan said this lyrics to Aaron Burser. Gotcha. Very well done. To those who might not know, Aaron Burr shot Alexander Hamilton. Did you know that Hamilton is the only person, non-president, not born in the United States, to appear on U.S. currency? Everyone wants to throw in Benjamin Franklin. Yes, he was not president, but he was born in the United States. Well, he was born in America. Let's put it that way. He was born in America. There was no United States, but Tanya says hi to everyone. Hey, Captain Jack. listening. I need to work, on the way to work. Have a good work day, Kat. You got your weekend coming up soon. Amanda says, Sips. Hey, Specs. Love time. No see beautiful Tundra. It's rainy in Britain. Hey, we have quite a few friends from Britain. Our friend Jason's from Britain. Tundra is from Britain. Squirrel Sniper is in Britain. Britain says that is a Nathan from a nation to another. That is Nathan from a Nathan to another. We finally have a nice day. I'm loving it. Specs says, hi everyone. I'm watching along on TV, but wanted to send some love and greetings first. Thank you so much, Specs. Sniper says, greetings again, Eric. How are you, Sniper? Jason sends some love to Joe. Sweating and Smiling says, I have a lot of fish in aquariums. Do you? Our friend Maddie, no F's, no frills, no mercy. Quite a few aquariums as well. I don't know about quite a few. He has a aquarium. I think he has more than one for sure. How many aquariums do you have, Sweating? Beck says, don't forget to tickle the like button up there. She's lonely. Thank you for that. Jamie says, hi to Specs. Mana says, I love you, Yogi. Thank you. I love you too. We all can certainly need all the love we can get. Or better yet. Nathan says Aaron Burr is a good Hamilton song. I had never seen Hamilton. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Amanda says Rebecca is going live today, guys. Do you know what time she's going live? Hey, Lily. Lily sends us some love. Thank you, my friend. What's up, Nightmare? So there's no, I said we can certainly use more love. There's actually no absence of love. None. There's nothing but love. What we have is the absence of awareness to love's presence. If we clear that up, we would literally transform the world. Sweat and Smile says just two active ones. It's a lot of work to maintain. It is a lot of work to maintain. But it's a passion. For people who do it, it's a passion. Specs says, hi, Nathan. I have 2 dogs and 1 cat. I got 2 cats and 0 dogs. I do have a loner dog, though. But I haven't seen a loner dog in a week. Nathan says, do you have any pets? I've got 2 cats, 7 guinea pigs. Wow. 2 pigeons, soon to be more. I did have 24 guinea pigs and a dog and 2 budgies. We got a friend that raises budgies. She actually rescues budgies. She might be here today. You never know. Hey, Kayla. Kayla says, hey, yeah. Hello, Kayla, my friend. Kayla, our friend. Says good afternoon, everyone. What's new, Kayla? Specs says, I'm really sorry, guys. I can't find my glasses. If I missed anyone, it's okay, Specs. We know where your heart is. Everyone gets a high from Specs. Let me make that easier. Everyone gets a high from Specs, no exceptions. Steppy says, hi, Specs Appeal. Yeah, I have 2 rescue cats. They are about 13 years old. I got them when they were 10. Hey, Songahan, how are you? Sona Sala says, oops, I read that. So Sweating and Smiling, for you, is it worth the effort to maintain those aquariums? I know a lot of people who do it for a little while and then they decide it's just too much. They may be better off with a fish bowl. That's what we had when we were kids. I had a fish bowl. Bennett says, if y'all miss the 2 handsome men without shirts on, girls Yogi and Jace, you might be able to see it if Jace saved it. It's a beautiful sight to see. It's sexy too. Well, I admit, Jace is pretty sexy. Specs Sensei the song. As it's Jace, Specs says, "Is that you, Squirrel Sniper? It's great to see you. It is Squirrel Sniper. I'm going to try to help you out the best I can, Specs, to let you know, since you don't have your glasses. Anything directed at Specs, I'll let you know." Man, it says Reckless said 3 o'clock, but I don't think it's United States time. So I think, yeah, I think that would be what, 8 o'clock my time? I'm all confused. Jamie says, "Hey to Kayla." And Specs says, "Hi, Nightmare. Great to meet you." Nightmare is a good friend. Awesome guy. Dude, we're just waiting for him to go do his first live stream. Amanda says, "Yogi, some of them missed it, so you should take your shirt off and show them." Yep, you did it too, handsome man. We might not have any proof that I actually did it. Nightmare says, "So Specs, even if you can't see me, any waves?" Specs says, "Oh my word, man, you're spicy. I like that." Amanda says she's rated R and X on her lives. Girls, you have been there. Nathan says, "I rescue wild birds." That's awesome. I've saved 35 wild pigeons, 15 feral pigeons, and 20 wood pigeons. I've also saved 2 crows, love crows, 2 jackdaws, one wren. I like wrens too. I like all birds. 5 gulls and one beagle. Can't fly anymore. Duck and coot goose. Hey, what is a beagle? Amanda says, "Yogi, been there? I'm having typing issues. That's okay. What's up, runner boy?" Amanda says, "Yogi, we want it off. Ain't gonna happen. That was a one and done deal." Kat says, "If you want to say everyone, go visit Rebecca during live tonight. She's really a great person to know on YouTube. She's always there to support when she can, and I just want to do the same for her." Thank you, Kat. Perfectly said. Kat says the end. Um, Rebecca is awesome. Absolutely. Not only like her support for friends on YouTube, you'll always catch her on someone's live, but what she's doing. She is running 1,000 miles for Make a Wish Foundation. Thank you, Kat. Mana says, "So howdy, running boy." Uh, and Burpees and Chill. Leo said so is here. Says, "Much love, Yogi. Much love to you, Leo. How are you?" Jay says, "Leo, baby." Oh, Big All is his name. It's a lesser back Gaul who was hit by a car. Wow. So glad that you're taking care of him. You're doing good work, Nathan. Thank you so much. We have this entire room right here on the live is filled with animal lovers, dog owners, cat owners, uh, goose owners. I'll let you guess who the goose owner is. Jay says that was the shortest ad. Which one was that? Short ones are the good ones. Sweat says the pleasure of having them outweigh any negatives. But there is a balance. Gotcha. That makes sense. I'm glad it's that way for you. Runner Boy says, "Refresh the live stream, guys. You might get an ad." Thank you, Runner Boy. I didn't know that. Amanda says, "Yogi, I love what you gave me today, and I'm going to keep messing with you to do it again because it's fun. As long as you're having fun. Man, I never begrudge anyone from having fun. The more fun we have, the more relaxed we are. The more relaxed we are, the more we are able to express love. We can think of not being relaxed as stuck energy. And energy, in its finest form, is nothing but love." Amanda says she didn't see no ad. So anytime we're not relaxed, physiologically, Now, this of course doesn't mean working out. Working out, you want to have a little bit of tension. Anytime we don't feel relaxed in our everyday life, we are withholding love, specifically from ourselves. And here's the big secret, guys. There's only ourself. There are no others. When you withhold, that's actually the title of the live stream. One brother is all brothers, no exceptions. That's actually a quote from A Course in Miracles. If I had written it myself, it would have been something, one brother and one sister is all one brother, one sister. I want to be a little more exclusive. A Course in Miracles, though, uses sort of archaic terms. Let's see. Nathan also saved the European hedgehog who had no eyes. Wow. Wonder what happened to the eyes. Ron Bush says, when I watch Yogi on Chrome, I get ads all the time, but on the app, I don't. Interesting. Michael says, thanks for coming to my first live stream. Absolutely. I came in, left a message, hung out for a bit, and I left it up and running, and I plan on revisiting. Sniper says, Jason installing shower and bathrooms. That's what you're doing, Sniper? Just had to go look, Amanda. Sniper says, it was great, Michael. Hey, you certainly look relaxed, Michael. That what you says, I don't think I've ever had one ad in this channel. Should be. I have it set. I have it set to run. That's okay. Jason says, scroll, I'm qualified. Easy work. Nathan says, as much as I love helping wildlife, no rescue can give to bird flu. No rescue can go to bird flu in my area now. Oh, so are you guys getting hit with that pretty bad? Are the birds there? I think there's been only limited cases where it's spread to humans yet. So scary. So scary as we've ended our Center of Disease Control, or we've all but eliminated it. So we don't really know what's going on here. Michael says, thanks, Squirrel Sniper. Sorry I couldn't see the chat for the first half hour, and so I got curious about the buttons. Let's see, man, it says Tandra question time. Do we have questions for Tandra? Michael says, thanks. Gotcha. Man, it says, okay. Are you lazy at all or stubborn? It's a good question. Nightmare says, what's your star sign? Yogi, what's your star sign? I am an Aries. Birthday is in less than 2 months. Quite a few of us are coming up. Snipers is coming up. What's up, Josh? Josh says, what's up? Tanya says, well, definitely not lazy. Tanya says, stubborn, you decide. Brandon says, I got a few more too. What's up?
Nothing at all, brother. I just thought, obviously, Sunday session's been and gone, and I'd just like to thank you for another amazing session. The figures were absolutely crazy. So you taking your top off as much as you deny it certainly has some magnetism, and obviously the temperature of the female hormones seem to have increased somewhat, and that seems to show also.
You say females. Don't you mean female?
No, I do believe having spent a few hours surfing as you do, mumsy wumsy, there's Yes, the feedback's been yogi-tastic, I suppose is the word.
That's it. That's a new one.
Angry Face, hello.
Hey, Angry Face.
The song. I've heard your song in 3 different chats, on 3 different channels.
I know Amanda.
Yep.
What did the others?
Mine,
Mine.
4 different channels. Okay, so it obviously started here. This is the origination point.
Right. So that's 3.
It then jumped across to my channel. It then went to Silly's channel. Silly was doing it on his channel. And Amanda's doing it on her channel as well.
I got to find that. You know what?
You need to go and have a look and you'll see proof of all 4 different channels, 4 different people. Yogi, yogi, yogi time, yogi time, yogi time, yogi, yogi, yogi time, yogi, yogi, moo.
I got to tell you something. I'm not going to be happy until I hear Tandra sing it.
Tandra, challenge. Here is your Sunday challenge. You have to do the Yogi song. Obviously, it's quite a simple song and it's really catchy. I've got to demonstrate it again now. Thanks, Eric. You just set me up for that one.
I did
So
say,
it
yeah.
goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yogi, yogi, yogi time, yogi time, yogi time, yogi, yogi, yogi time, yogi, yogi moo. There was a second verse, but it's just with 2 moves at the end.
What do you say, Tandra? Hey, I want to read this real quick from Sweating and Smiling. Are you in the Holy Grail?
So at the moment, obviously I spoke to Buddha slightly yesterday for a little while. There's the possibility, obviously, T's got a spot. Oh, thanks, Tina. T's got a spot on that day. Vern, hello, mate. Hope you're good. So Vern's come across from Amanda's channel.
Oh, nice.
He's great as well. And the banter. I understand you were watching this morning. It's wild. It's not a children's channel at all by any means. It is when she's just doing the kitties. But when it's not, it's a grown-up channel and it's for adult entertainment. I think maybe if we get a new channel that's or a new, they should have a rating that should allow adult material, and then you could get away without any restrictions. And obviously, you're not going to get blocked or banned or told off or anything. But yes, it's very interesting. Yes, Dan, how are you, brother? Hope you're good. Richie Diaz, welcome in. Squirrel, if you need any help with that shower and bathroom, let me know. Obviously, video call, I can talk you through any fitting fixtures, not a problem. But this Sunday session, it was awesome. We had 179 people at one point watching.
Wow.
Nearly 7,000 people watched us for a 55-minute session, which is crazy numbers. As I say, you with your top off, us in sync. Just the energy that we share and the love that we share between us. We're obviously pushing that out to other people. It's a great thing. And as always, I thank you kindly for everything you do for everybody. It's humbling. It's special. It's Eric McCarthy. That's what it is.
My thoughts. Not to defer. I do defer a lot. It's all of us coming together. All of us coming together. We've created a special place, and it keeps expanding. And I absolutely love it. And I thank everyone for doing it. Thank you.
No problem. One small request. If you could bring a banana with you on next Sunday's live.
Say that one more time.
Next Sunday, if you could bring a banana with you, it would be appreciated.
I can bring a banana. I always have a banana at hand.
And then what we have to do is we have to make out their phones and we've got to talk to each other just briefly.
I can do that.
No problem.
I might even have a banana dance. You never know.
Interesting. Stuart, hello, mate. Hope you're good.
What's up, Stuart? Yeah, no, the reason why I asked about the Holy Grail, because Sweating and Smiling says the birthday community is doing a Holy Grail, 1,000 burpees on the 26th. The first live stream is full, There's room on the second group if anyone wants to join.
I may well have a spot on the first group. I just have to communicate with a few people. If not, then Sweating, yes, please. I would absolutely love a spot on the second group. To be part of that event. Obviously, I think it's celebrating T's birthday on the
Yep.
26th of April, which is it's a great thing. I'd like to be part of those celebrations. It's for a good person, and obviously T supports a lot of people.
So that's
Are you joining in?
what's that?
Are you
Oh, am I?
joining in?
No. I'm all
There's
but
space.
retired from burpees, except
There's
for
spaces.
with you. That'll be
And there's
one week after my own kettlebell test. So I got my goals that I'm training for.
yeah, no problem.
And then I'm diving back into another training cycle. For right now, I'm doing what's called the long cycle, which is you've seen me on my
Yeah.
workouts do it. You clean the kettlebells, you jerk them overhead.
How long's the long cycle
It
duration?
is 10-minute set. You don't put them down for 10 minutes.
And it's just constant work for the whole 10 minutes.
Yeah. Because even when you're resting, you're in this position or you're resting overhead, which isn't really a rest at all. But then there's also called the biathlon, where you do just the jerk portion, 2 arms, and then you do single arm kettlebell snatch. Again, you don't stop. Kettlebell snatch, though, single arm, you get to switch once anywhere in that 10-minute set, but you can't put it down. And then there is the kettlebell triathlon, where you do the long cycle for 3 minutes, you do just the jerk for 3 minutes, and you do the snatch for 4 minutes. You get to switch at the 2-minute mark. So after I do,
They're all weight bearing and endurance events, are they not?
yep,
So
sort of.
you can't get any rest. You don't get a chance to cheat. You've got the
No.
weight and you're holding the weight up all the time.
Yep.
Yep, got it.
It's the single most brutal sport in all the sports I've ever competed in, including running 100-mile races, 24-hour races. It's the single most brutal, psychologically and physically. In a 100-mile race, if you're fast, you can stop and take a nap.
Yeah.
You can rest, you can put your feet up, you can change your shoes. But in the kettlebell 10-minute set, if you put the bells down, you're done. And then you're left with that psychological crush of, I gave up.
Yep, I got you. So it's a win or lose. It's all or nothing. You either
Right.
complete the task or you put them down. That's it.
Right. And then if you put them down, you've been training for months, you put them down and you think, I wonder if I could have, hold on, just for another whatever. What
Okay,
if
the burpees will wait. 8 minutes 52. Little bell ring would go down nicely. Thank you for everything this week. It's been another great week.
It has.
Much love.
Thank you for help making it so.
Namaste. Cheers, brother.
Namaste, my
Speak
friend.
to you soon. Bye, people. Take care.
Our friend Jace. Always a pleasure. Good to see. So, yep, Sweating and Smiling. Jace might be in your group. We'll see. Nathan says, I would love to know what happened to its eyes, but she's gone to a hedgehog rescue. The rescuer is my friend, too. I'm glad she's in good hands. Nathan, much respect to you, my friend. Michael says, I'm going to have a better background and lighting soon and purchasing a projector, light, and background. Good. You're getting professional, Michael. That's the way to do it. All right, let me go all the way to the bottom. Oh, I'm not too far behind, am I? Maybe I am. We get some love from Toy Pups. Hey, Vern. Nice to see you again. Vern is laughing. He's going to lighten us and you're going to corrupt him. Man, I'm almost 6 years old. I've been corrupted way back. I'm working my way through my own. No one has ever corrupted me but myself, unfortunately. Hey, Charlie. Charlie's missing teeth gives us a thumbs up. Nice to see you, my friend. Ashley, how are you? Dragon Fruit Man says Ashley is live. Awesome. What's up, Stuart?
Hello. Um, You said about corruption. I think I saved you on a live stream one time from corruption.
I think you brought it on, actually, didn't you?
No, I'm talking about Hawk 2.
Yes, but I'm talking about that. You sent me the video of it.
To get you out of a hole.
Yeah, but I still, so instead of being corrupted publicly, I was corrupted privately.
I was trying to save you so you could understand what the whole up-to-date thing with Hawk 2 was.
I miss my innocence. That's all I have to say. I miss my innocence.
Listen, there's a guy that I watch on what do you call it, Instagram. He's a dad. I can't remember his channel is on Instagram, but he goes on about certain things that have happened back in the past that roll on to the future, and where misinterpretations have happened.
Hey, poor man.
And I can see what happens. So I tried to save you from I tried to save you from
I stand by my statement. I could have sailed into the sunset without ever knowing what Hawk 2 was. And I believe you brought up other things.
Well, please enlighten me because I'm intrigued now.
I don't want to bring it up again because it's finally died down. It was a brief period of nothing was talked about but that of a photo that I didn't know. It didn't need to know anything about. Let's consider. All I'm going to say is breakfast pastries.
What? Breakfast pastries? Oh, yeah.
All right. Nightmare says, got to run, Yogi. Have a good one. You too. Oh, our friend Rich Diaz. Rich, you have a question? So we're going to leave it at that.
Yes. See, I will be honest, I didn't know what it was until I actually Googled it because I was thinking that you can actually get that with food dye.
Never Googled it. Never Googled it, never looked. No desire.
Well, that was it. So, yes.
All right.
So, how was you anyway?
I'm good. Good. Got my reps in with Jace. Had 2 good kettlebell sessions on Friday and Saturday. Hit 2 PRs. Feeling pretty good.
Good. Still trying to dissect this metal object.
It'll come. Someone will help you figure it out.
I'm still trying to dissect this metal object. It's not public. It's finders keepers.
Yeah.
So
Vern says, I heard that, Yogi. I've done my share of self-corruption, 100%. Yeah, I talk about it quite frequently. I'm always happy to answer questions about it. I think my journey to sobriety is definitely worth sharing. Hey, Signature.
Hello, everybody.
When we hit the 5-minute mark, Stuart, I'm going to chase you off and dive back into conversation. Appreciate you coming up and furthering your corruption.
I didn't corrupt you.
You were trying.
I didn't try nothing. I'm going to say this before I go, right? And I'm going to say this publicly and state this. I am innocent. I am sweet.
I agree with Wendy.
I am sweet and innocent until proven otherwise.
I'll give you one of the two that you mentioned, and you get to decide which is which. You can let me know at another time. You said you're sweet and innocent. I'll give you one of the
I
two.
know I'm sweet. I know I'm sweet. You don't have to tell me. I know I'm sweet. I'm
Right.
never
There you go.
innocent.
You guessed it. You got it right off the bat. One try. All right, so I'm gonna dive back in the chat.
See you later, people.
I'll see you.
Enjoy
Bye,
your
Wendy.
Sunday. Bye
Thanks.
bye.
Charlie's Missing Teeth says, "You got kids, Yogi? I have a stepdaughter." Kat says, "I think the world is turned upside down. Fear about diseases, women's hormones. What's going on?" What do you mean, Kat? What is going on? Toy Pops. 4x4. 4x4 is turned into the box breath. I will happily guide everyone through the box breathing if they would like. I know Sundays aren't really good for you to come on live stream, Toy Pops. But if you would like, if you want to pop up, I will give you a guided breath work of the box breathing. It's a very profound breath. Anytime, allegedly, they teach this breath to U.S. Navy SEALs, the snipers, for them to lower their heart rate and stress level. Allegedly. It's a very valuable breath. It is good for sleep hygiene. It's good for stress reduction, and it can become a meditation, complete and in and of itself. Fisherman's Odd says 4x4 is not an off-road truck. I think it is. We'd love it, Yogi. Signature, how are you doing? MJ says, Signature, how you doing, bro? Amanda mentioned today, great woman. Signature has an awesome channel. Do you know why he has an awesome channel? Because Signature is an awesome guy. He's just one of the warmest welcoming people on all of YouTube. If you go to one of his live streams, if you go to any video where he's giving you a little tour, it's like you're hanging out with a friend that you got a wonderful opportunity to visit, and he takes you on a tour. So we're going to do some 4x4 breathing. I don't know. Again, I don't know if you can come up or not, Toy Pups. Michael says, Charlie's missing teeth. Behave, buddy. That's really not any of your business. Signature says, thanks, Jason. Amazing. Second says, soap you well and behaving tonight. And Charlie's missing teeth. Uncle says, I'm going to be more prepared for my next live stream. Do you have another live stream? Do you answer my question? No set date just yet. I'm writing down some notes for my stories. New stuff. I really love seeing how professionally you're taking that. Venice says, it's only half of you guys know. I read people's signature is loyal to your fault. He's one of the best. Yep, Signature's been coming for quite some time. Been a good friend. That's okay. I figured I know Sundays are difficult for you. However, we can still do it. Toy Pup says Yogi has a daughter. So it's a yes, he has a child. Yeah. And you know what? I couldn't have been I could not have asked for a better stepchild who just accepted me. You get, man, a step parent. You get to choose. I love being a step parent. I love being a step parent. She says, have indeed got a son. Wonder Boy says, I'll admit it. I'm Stu's father. I thought you were my father, Wonder Boy. Michael says, yeah, I didn't mean to get my mom involved. She was going to bed when she walked past. my stepdaughter always said that you're my dad and my father is my father. He was a good guy. I loved her father. Charlie says, just a normal question. Chit chat, weird. It took offense. Nah, nothing weird. Just some people are private about their business, especially online. You know, it pays to be a little guarded online. You just never know. He says, Amanda, he has cuffs. We got some love from Signature. Toy Pup says, being a parent is a beautiful thing. You get to protect, love, care, and teach your very own little present. What God trusted us with, which God trusted us with. Absolutely. Good, excellent point. So it says, Charlie, please leave me alone. I don't know you and don't want to talk about my personal stuff with you. Thank you. Fair enough. Hey, Jim Rat, how are you, my friend? How'd the chin-ups go or the pull-ups? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was out. I did my meditation. I went out. I sat in with Amanda for a bit, and then I went out for a run. Flip Up says, Amanda girl, you're so funny. She is funny. Hey, Muhammad. Muhammad says, so my friend Yogi and all brothers and sisters. Charlie says, yeah, we're just going to let it lie, Charlie. You know, again, it's some people are just very guarded on, you know, a public forum. It does pay to be safe. All right, so we're going to do some box breathing. As requested, we had a question from Toy Pups. Is 4 times 4 breathing box breathing? Runaway says, Charlie, what's your bank details? Well, I'll tell you my bank details if you want. We get a song from Amanda. That's the second verse. So as you know, 4x4, a very basic breath. You cannot go wrong with the basics. Ever. 4x4 is a great stress reducing. It can also give you a clean energy. Nasal breathing. Breathing in for count of 4. A very brief pause, breathing out for count of 4. If you can add in the Ujjayi breath, if you guys remember, is making that gentle snoring sound, and it is gentle. You might go into some yoga classes where they really emphasize the Ujjayi breath, and everyone is trying to out Ujjayi the other. How loud can you make it? No one has to hear it but you. Very soft, slight restriction of the throat. You're making that sound with your mouth closed as you inhale, as you exhale. That's the 4x4 breath. Box breathing is using the basics of 4x4, but we're adding in a breath hold. So we're going to breathe in a pattern of a box. We're going to breathe in for count of 4. We hold the breath. That's the across the top of the box for count of 4. We exhale for count of 4. We hold for count of 4. That's one breath pattern. So we have an internal breath when we hold the breath after we breathe in. We have an external hold where we hold on the out breath. You can pinch, use 2 and your thumb, or I like to use the Vishta mudra. Mudras are important because the mudra is a sacred gesture that is channeling everyone in the history of time who has ever used this for breath work or for meditation. So you're joining in a lineage. I will try to catch up in the chat in a little bit. I do want to do this. So if anyone would like, I will guide you through the 4x4. Sorry, the box breathing. So what we're going to do, if you would like, close your eyes and relax. Praveen, my friend, how are you? And breathe normally, breathe naturally. Just notice where the breath is. Are you breathing high up in your chest? Are you breathing through your mouth? Are your shoulders rising as you breathe in? Are they falling? Relax. Notice the breath. Now let's make a little change. Breathe through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Your arms all the way down to your fingertips. Relax your hips. And your legs all the way down to your toes. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to hold the breath for a count of 4. We're going to exhale for a count of 4. We're going to hold for a count of 4. I hope you guys join me. Here we go. Breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for a count of 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last breath, breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Breathe normally. Breathe naturally. Let everything go. Stay in that little space that you created. Just rest there. Very few breaths. It was about 6 breaths. And you can literally change your physiological and your emotional state. You can go from stress full to stressless. Just a few simple breaths. When you're ready, open your eyes. Let me know if anyone did it, and let me know how you feel. It's a powerful breath, one of the most powerful breaths, because now you're doing what's called Kambuka, which is breath retention. Breath retention is very, very, very powerful. So what's going on in the chat?
Oh
Hey,
my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is the first. Jace was telling me how to do it, so
Jason's good at it. He's got a good way of describing how to get it done. He's guided a lot of people. How are you?
good. I feel very weird now, but yeah, good.
Well, good.
How are you?
I'm doing
Jace.
good.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, gives you a wave, sends some love. Tandra is laughing. Flip says, "You're so amazing, Yogi. Thank you so much. Did you do it?
Hello, Cindy.
Hey, Jim Rat.
Yes, yes, I did.
Yep, Vern is celebrating.
Woohoo! Yeah. I did it. I'm a big girl now.
Hey, Asia. Jace says, do the song.
Okay.
Seriously?
Yogi, yogi, yogi time. Yogi, yogi, yogi time. Yogi, yogi, yogi time. Woo!
Very nice. And much
That was
appreciated.
loud. That was loud.
I don't know if you guys noticed on the live stream with Jace, I did do a dance when he was singing it.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You're a sexy dancer. You moving those sexy hips.
I don't know if my hips move, but my fingers move. I'm more of a finger dancer.
But those hips were moving. I was watching. I was watching.
Toy Pup says, we love the box breathing. Awesome. It's a powerful breath. Everyone should be doing breath work. Changes your life.
Silly,
Literally.
says dirty little woman. Yeah, they want me to be dirty now, Yogi.
They want you
They're
to what?
saying I need to be dirty. Read the
Well-
chat. They're saying I need to be dirty.
They're corrupting you. Don't buy into it. You are incorruptible. It can't be done. I believe in the original innocence of Amanda. That's all I say. Hey, Monkey Man. So you want to do some?
Go ahead.
Tanya says Yogi's. Tanya's laughing. She says Yogi's face. He says,
Oh.
"Let's go, Amanda. Be you, but no bananas."
No bananas yet. Yogi doesn't have the banana yet.
I don't know the whole banana thing. All I know is
That's-
Jace said, "Do you like bananas?" And
Yep.
I said yes. And then he asked me again, and he says, "You don't need to know why. Just answer."
Mhm.
So I did. I trust Jace. He's not going to steer me wrong. But then I came into your live stream, and all I heard was, "You said banana. You said banana," and I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, I did say banana."
Well, the banana is a whole different story, but we won't disclose it till you get that banana.
Let me say hi to Radhara. Did I say that right? S. Radhara. Welcome, my friend. Toy Pup says she talked dirty and Yogi got stressed. I don't get stressed. I don't get stressed. I just do extra breath work. We got some bananas from Sully Gym Rat. Keep it PG.
Yep, I read that one. I keep it PG.
Toy Pups drops a link for Radhara. I know I'm saying that wrong,
Tender.
as I say most things.
Yogi?
Yep.
You were handsome. You're a handsome devil.
I don't know how to take that. I've been called all kinds of things through life. So I've learned to, I guess as a form of self-defense, you deflect. But it is shifted as not so much deflecting as not fully identifying with the body. You know what I mean? So I get a compliment about the body, about how I look. It's awesome, much appreciated. But that is not it's not really my identity. It's like if you were to compliment someone's house. Always nice to hear you got a nice house, but it's not who you are. So
You gotta admit I'm getting you there.
what's that?
You gotta admit I'm getting you there. You've been accepting a couple of them.
I have. You're right. You're right about that. You're right about that. So it's
Silly.
Tanya says, Yogi, let's just say don't bend over.
her,
It's actually excellent advice from Tandra. In almost any situation in public, you can take that advice and run with it. Thank you, Tandra. This is like yin and yang. Monkey Man says, I support this subject I walked in on. The bananas. Flip Up says, what is happening? She's laughing. Jay says, here we go. So he says, dirty, dirty, dirty. Enough holding back.
Yeah, they can tell me they can tell I'm biting my lip here.
Well, I agree with Gates. Be you. I don't censor anyone. Obviously that I have my agenda, what my channel is all about. And I always do my best not to keep it on subject, but to bring it back on subject. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Mhm.
So whatever CC says, CCA, this isn't normal, my man. Vibes and frequency. Um, what is actually normal? In my entire life, have never been accused of being normal. That should be obvious to
I don't
obvious
think
to
there's
everyone.
such a thing. I don't think there is such a thing as normal.
There
I
isn't,
think
but
it's all made up.
and you know what's distressing about that? How many times and how long we go through life trying to fit into something that you just said doesn't even exist. You know what I mean? So I appreciate the fact that you don't try. You're just Amanda. You're yourself. Um, because I wasted some years trying to be normal and it didn't work. And I went in the opposite direction and sort of punished myself for being not being normal until I settled in a place of just being me. Uh, and couldn't have been happier when I finally discovered that authentic Eric. So I appreciate the fact that, like I said, that you are the authentic Amanda, and always feel free to be authentic here, whether it's you're live with me or in the chat or whatever. Never censor yourself. You know, I saw you with kids today. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead. No, you next. You go ahead.
I saw you with the kids today, and you were soft and gentle. You were loving. You were an open and honest and loving presence for them. And I've seen you with a banana in your hand, metaphorically speaking. Metaphorically speaking. So I know you can go. I know you can go both ways. I know. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I
I
know.
love that. I love that.
I know you can go. I know you can go anywhere. I know you can navigate through all the circumstances and situations of life, being perfectly Amanda and doing whatever the situation calls for. So here, always feel free to be yourself.
I think everyone needs to be themselves and not be something else. To me, if they're not themselves, then they're not true to themselves. They had totally lost themselves.
Right.
People need to be themselves in order to find themselves. If that
This
makes
is
any
true.
sense.
It does. I often mention my lost decade, 1990s, where I literally drank the entire decade away, uh, wreaking havoc, messed up relationships, messed up jobs, putting people in danger, putting myself in danger, um, accomplishing absolutely nothing, things that don't count. I competed in some powerlifting competitions. Um, None of that stuff matters in view of all the other stuff that I wrecked. Just silly things. How much can you bench press? Which, at this point in my life, I look back on it and I think, not a waste of time, but I would have been better suited maybe not drinking sooner. But things happen as they happen. And I don't think that you can grit your teeth and quit something. I think when you're ready to quit, it comes to you. And that's how it happened to me. In an instant, I went from a decade long drinker every single day to an excess. I didn't drink just to have a drink, I drank to annihilate myself. And in an instant, every single cell in my body went from a drinker to a non drinker. And I stepped into a new life. A blessing. Of course, it took a police siren behind me to do it. I was pulled over, got a DWI. And in that instant, I saw my choices. If I continued down this road, I would be dead soon, or I would destroy someone else. Or
Right.
in this very moment, I could be sober. And when the police officer said, pull down your window, and he said, have you been drinking? And I said, yes, but I'm not going to do it anymore. And I was
When
not,
you
never
do
had.
that, when you do that, you also destroy yourself inside.
Excellent point. Really good point.
I will admit, after my second child and after doing being a stripper, I drank vodka from the time I woke up from the time I went to bed. I didn't care about my life at that point. What made me stop is my 9-year-old son took my brand new vodka bottle and dumped it down the drain. I watched him do it. I didn't get mad at him. And then that's when I figured, okay, I got a fucking problem. And so I stopped drinking. Now, once in a blue moon, I'll have a drink, and that's it.
I probably could. I just don't. The desire to have any alcohol simply left. And I knew I had been meditating for a while. I'd been practicing yoga since I was a kid. I knew my path was set. That I was became very reclusive, and I probably would have stayed that way, except meeting someone, and then getting married, and then getting divorced, and then sort of navigating the situation with my ex-wife. And I've talked about this before, how we managed to live a life of continuous forgiveness between the two of us, creating something very meaningful. And of course, miracles, they talk special relationships. Special relationship is the opposite of what it sounds like. Everyone wants a special relationship, but a special relationship changes when you're no longer getting what you want, or when you think you're no longer getting what you want. That I will love you as long as you do this and this and this and this. But if you stop, my love will change. How many people have you seen in a relationship and then they get divorced and they can't say enough bad things about their ex?
Yep.
And maybe deservedly so. We also have special relationships with people we hate because we're making them special in our hate. But we can transform anything into a holy relationship. And a holy relationship is when I say, I see you through the lens of forgiveness, because I see you in the original innocence of which you are. And I will always look at you that way. I know you'll make mistakes. I know you'll piss me off. I know you'll do this, you'll do that. But that's just form. It's not content. I will always honor the content of you and not the form. However you change, what you do, what you don't do, I will always look past that and love and honor the content. Because that's God. That's the whole essence of Namaste. The divinity within me recognizes and salutes the divinity within you. That's a holy relationship. And
I think in order for someone to fall in love with someone else, is they need to fall in love with themselves first. Otherwise, they won't have a good relationship with that other person.
this is true.
They have to love themselves first.
Right. I agree.
Because
I
if
don't.
you can't love yourself, how do you expect to love someone else?
This is true. Conversely, you can learn to love yourself through the lens of someone else. And I think you do that well. Because I think that you key in through the eyes of love on people, and it offers them a great reflection that you did that for me. You paid me some awesome compliments. You saw me, which allowed me to open up and look at myself and say, yes, not only can I give love, I can receive love, because it's the same thing. You can only give what you receive. But sometimes we fall back into those old mindsets. In yoga, it's called a samkalpa, or I'm sorry, a samsara, and samkara. Samkara is a mental imprint, a pattern that we develop through life or previous lives, if we believe in that. And they're so subtle that we end up falling back in them without even realizing. Even after 30 plus years of continuous meditation, we can still fall into those little patterns. And for me, it's sometimes not recognizing my own light or my own self-worth. And again, it's very subtle. And it takes someone who is pretty special to be able to point that out to someone. And you did that.
I'm pretty open. I'm pretty blunt. I do admit, there are a lot of people that have a hard time with my bluntness, but I also believe that everyone needs to be complimented a lot. Everybody, because nobody gets enough compliments. It's their ego that feels like they don't get enough.
Excellent point. Excellent point. Let's look in the chat real quick. I know CC Alien says, what about the majority being narcissists? Well, no one is actually a narcissist. Not in essence. There can be narcissism expressed, and someone can believe in that narcissism so deeply that people say that's a narcissist. That doesn't make them a narcissist. That's labeling someone, and no one is ever a label. Neurolinguistic programming, they say that the menu is not the meal, or the map is not the territory. But we go through life with those subtle judgments that we give to people. Amanda is this, Amanda is that. Amanda is the essence of openness, and things can be expressed through that. You know what I mean? That you're not a label. That's just what people give you. I'm not a label. I'm not the, this will sound weird. I'm not the menu. I'm the meal. Take it away.
I
And now you
like
got,
being a good person. You could say it that way. I don't
yeah,
like labels. I
right.
don't like labels at all. I think labels are false. Most labels are not true.
I would say 100% across the board, no single label is true. They can't be. I can say these are glasses. I've labeled them glasses. But what if I took the screws out? Then it becomes parts of the glasses. But what happens if I lose some of the parts? What happens if I burn the parts? What happens if they, you know what I mean? It's just that label doesn't make it a thing. A label is a useful description. If I say to you, hand me those glasses, you know what they are. If I were to say, hand me that,
That arm.
yeah, or hand me that non-conceptual thing that I put on my nose so I can see better, that's kind of awkward, you know? So for conversational sake, we call them glasses. But if you had never heard, if you've never seen glasses, if you came from a place that never had glasses, would that label mean anything to you?
No.
And that's everything in life, every single thing, including people. So you might have someone who shows up in a live stream and they've been argumentative, and they've been this and they've been that, and they show up and everyone groans and says, "That guy again, that girl again,"
I've had that.
because it's all labels. In the absence of a label, it would just be a person. So, for what it's worth,
I had that. I like. No, go ahead. I've had that. I like the glasses description. You are very good at describing things. You are very
um,
good at describing things.
that's actually the first lesson in A Course in Miracles. Nothing I see, and you look around, means anything. Nothing. And everyone wants to argue that. You know, I could put up the bell that I've talked about. This is a bell that I bought to have on my father's bedside. As I was his caregiver, whenever he needed me, he would ring this bell. This bell means a lot to me because I would hear my dad as he was in his last days, and he would very reluctantly ring it because he would never want to disturb me. Obviously, though, I gave it to him because I wanted him to always feel that he could reach out anything he needed. So if I look around, if I do that exercise in the Course in Miracles, and I say this bell doesn't mean anything, of course my mind rebels and says, "Of course it means anything. It means so much to me." But to you, without knowing that story, it's a bell.
It's a bell.
Yeah. So nothing means anything until we assign it meaning, and that's everything in life. That's every single object, including ourselves. And we don't understand the true meaning of everything. The true meaning, when we get past all labels, is one and one thing only. The true meaning of everything.
When someone argues to you about it, just I would tell them, okay, who are you? They're gonna say, oh, I'm Eric. That's not who you are. That's a label. That's a name. That's not who you are.
Right. In yoga, there's what's called the neti neti meditation. Neti in Sanskrit means not this. And you ask, who am I? And a lot of people would say, well, I'm Eric. I'm Amanda. And the objective of the meditation is to say neti, neti, not this, not this. You're not a name. What if my parents had named me Bob? Would I be a completely different person? Would I look different? So then we might say, well, I'm my job. But what if I get fired? What if I get another job? So obviously, I'm not anything external because that changes, including the body. If I say I'm a body, what body am I? Am I the body that I had when I was 8 or when I was 18 or 28? My body is always changing. So I obviously can't be a body. So if we get more subtle and we say, well, I must be my thoughts. But what happens when we don't experience a thought, which we do in deep, deep sleep, in that third stage of consciousness, or when we're meditating and we slip into the gap between thoughts? So obviously we can't be our thoughts. So what are we? And the only answer is the great cosmic shrug. I don't know.
Like a void.
Exactly like a void. And yet, what's the objective of a void? What's the objective of capacity? If you have a pan, if you have a vase, which is empty, what's the objective of a vase?
To hold flowers.
There you go. The objective of a void is to hold life. The only difference is there is no capacity, is no thing. So who we truly are, in essence, is capacity for life to be experienced. I talked to our friend Stuart about this. I don't know, it might have been yesterday. 4 stages of consciousness as expressed through Hawaiian shamanism, Ho'oponopono. The first, at the lowest level. Lower doesn't mean bad. It just means lower. Is life is happening to me, which is the lowest way of navigating through life. Life is always happening to me. Why is this always happening to me? Sometimes good things are happening to me. Sometimes bad things are happening to me. And then we have that life is happening for me, which is a much more gratifying place to be. Everything in life is happening for my benefit. Really nice, but it's still vibrating on a lower level. Then we have life is happening through me. That through me, life is being expressed. It's a third stage. It's a higher vibratory rate. And again, a more loving approach. But the last one is life is happening as me. No separation. There's no me separate from life. There's no life separate from me. Life is just happening. And you are that. Tat Tavam Asi in Sanskrit. Thou art that.
People ask if a brain is powerful. To me, the brain is very powerful. If you believe in something, to me, you can make it happen. You can make it true. I tell people that I'm a witness of it. A stripper, construction worker, CNA, work with a doctor, get stuff at hotels all by myself. You can do anything you want to. You just got to believe up here.
It's funny that you said stripper construction worker and where you went from there, because I'm going in the opposite direction. That's my actual goal, is to be a stripper construction worker.
Oh, stripper? Well, which one? Which one? I want to see the stripper part. Come on.
This is why I started today on Jace's live stream. I was practicing my moves. You saw me shirt off and doing my dance moves.
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah. Okay, everyone. He wants to be a stripper. We got to get him there. Oh, yes.
obviously, I should keep my day job, and my day job is live streaming on YouTube.
But you can live stream on YouTube and still strip most of the way.
I don't know about that.
Get your
I don't know
practice.
about that. Tip Up says yoga is very insightful. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, you can read the chat. I have no idea what's going on.
No, I apologize, guys, in the chat. The brain is very powerful, but the brain is not the mind, according to Buddhism as well as yoga. The brain is a very useful tool that it has untapped potential. But the mind is connected. There's only one mind. It's all of us, all of us.
Mhm.
So the more we relate to the mind, the more we realize there's no separation. That makes forgiveness essential, because if I hold a resentment or a judgment or a grievance against you, I'm holding it against myself, because there's only one shared mind. There's only mind. Buddha essence, Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness, one mind. Anything that I project onto you is my projection, and it keeps me separate from you. So I have two things that we can do. I can judge. We can call that the wrong mind, which doesn't really exist. It's a projection. Or I could always ask for a miracle, which turns me back to the right mind, which is always extending love.
I
Anytime,
always say the exception is better than the judgment. It's more exciting if you accept something than if you judge something.
right. Nice. I like that. So in just a minute, we're gonna wrap it up. I hit my hour live stream. CC says, call me a super empath. Okay. Call him a super empath.
Super empath.
There you go. That's what he wanted.
I'll call you baby too.
CC. These two need a date. Okay, says CC says say it. She did say it. Flip Up says that was a great convo. It was a great convo. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, Specs. Did we miss anyone? I'm sure we did.
I'm sure we did. We were just sitting here talking, not even paying attention to them. I do that to people.
Well, I enjoyed where you helped lead the conversation. So thank you very much.
I enjoyed it too. This is kind of cool.
Yeah, and you allowed me. You did this so well. Jace does it so well. Toy Pups does it so well. Bringing a great conversation that keeps us online with the whole objective of the channel.
Hmm.
You know, as I mentioned in your live stream, I have one thing that I want to do is be
What
kind.
you want?
Just want to be kind. That's
Yep.
it. And I'll tell you why. Because as I mentioned, we receive what we give. So I wrote about this morning. As you were up, as I was writing, you were up on your morning live stream. That you could call it a selfish path. That I'm being completely selfish in what I do. I want to feel good. I want to be happy. I want to be joyful, and I want to be loved. So how do I get that? I give it away. Everyone that comes in contact with me, I try to give love. I try to be kind to everyone because I want kindness. I try to be considerate to everyone because I want consideration. And as you do that, you realize that the selfishness that you started with becomes selfless. Yes, there is no actual self. There is only the giving and the receiving in
Hey,
equal
Yogi.
measures. Yep.
Yogi, you give way more than you accept.
Probably true.
You give way more than you accept. There are people that want to give to you, but you still, I think it's your ego, I'll say your ego, don't accept it. And I want to be one of those people, and Chandra too, because we talked about it, of getting you there to accept it. You are a brilliant man, a brilliant man, a great mind, a great talker, handsome as hell. and you need to accept that you are.
I appreciate that. How's that? Thank you. I appreciate
I-
that. Because I'll be honest, my first inclination was to deflect.
hmm
My first inclination was to say, I'm okay. I have my moments. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. That's my first inclination.
Neither am I.
What Pup says, yes, Yogi, she's got a point. Everyone's ganging up on me. See what you did, Amanda? But yeah, it's an excellent point, and thank you. And
I'm
you know,
going to swear everyone here loves the shit out of you.
well, literally, tears are starting up. So, you happy now? You made me cry. I guess you owed me.
You made me cry.
I did make you cry. So Pep says, "Great job, Yogi." But you're absolutely right. It is important. As I said, giving and receiving is one and the same. If you're not willing to receive, you have less to give, or so it seems. Tanya says, Yogi, Amanda, she's sending love. Toy Pops is sending love. Thank you. Damn. Hey, damn. I'm sorry I missed it when you came in. Yogi is way awesome chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Nathan says, bye, everyone. Hey, Rosie. Thank you. With that, I think that's a good note.
Yes, I don't know how to push the end or anything like that, so you get to do that on your end, I guess, maybe.
Say that one more time. I'm gonna make sure I heard it.
I don't know how to leave the chat, so
Oh.
I don't know what to put.
I never know how to help people leave the chat. We'll figure it out. What's going to happen is I'm going to end the live stream, so we'll both leave at the same time.
I was gonna say then you're just stuck with me forever. So
There you go. Tanya says, Yogi, you must be special. I don't tell many that. Thank you so much, Tandra. And we get some love from our friend Praveen. Thank you so much. Hey guys, I hope you connected Praveen. He has proven to be a wonderful friend. We just met just a few days ago. So Pep
I
says,
love you all, and thank you. Thank you, Jace, for showing me how to do this.
He's also telling you how to undo it. Small X at the top, Amanda.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I'm going to say my goodbye so Yogi could do his chat. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Yogi.
Love you too, my friend. Thank you so much. And it worked. Thank you, Jace. Flip Up says, be able to receive so much more to give. CC says, enjoy the day, people. Thank you so much. Hey, Joseph. Joseph Fowler is here, says hello. So, guys, we'll wrap it up in just a minute. I appreciate everyone being here. Thank you for all the hearts, all the love, guys. If I missed anyone when you came in, Vern says, good stream, Yogi. Hey, Vern, sometime you and I got to talk sobriety. You and I got to talk about that rabbit hole, my friend. As I mentioned before, we were talking my own rabbit hole, going down that rabbit hole, getting pulled over turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me, because I would not be here having this conversation had that not happened. Because every time you miss those subtle signs, it's time to quit, then it gets more dramatic. And eventually, if the first tool that you use doesn't work, eventually life gives you a hammer and it hits you really hard. I was about to be hit really hard. I could tell you harrowing stories of things that I did and barely survived and laughed it off. But we won't talk more about that now, but maybe soon. I'm always happy to answer questions about it. I'm always happy to support anyone on their own path of sobriety from whatever, or whatever path you're walking upon. Reach out. We're here to help, however that might be. Sometimes the best help is just being a presence. You don't even have to listen. Just be. Metaphorically, holding each other's hands. Remember the story from Ram Dass, the great American yogi, when he was asked towards the end of his life, what is our purpose? Why are we here? And he thought about it and said, we're all just walking each other home. The essence of my channel, I'm here to walk you home. And I appreciate you walking me home. So let's do it together. With that. Hey, Gracie. Thanks, my friends. I'll see everyone later. 5:25. If you're around, we'll hang out. We'll talk some more. Take care. Hi, Rosie.